Thank you, Ma. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I think it seems to be recording. Okay, thank you. So you all understand that this is structure of C programming. In first unit, you are asking this question. You are supposed to define all the sections separately. Okay, so documentation section. We will see one by one what is that particular section. So documentation section. Okay, so documentation section means it is nothing but command line. This particular line will not be executable line. Are you all clear? This particular line will not be executed. And one thing, I can use this slash asterisk and I can put the commands in between this, or else whenever I'm putting, I don't want to end. If I put double slash in the beginning of the line, these lines are not executable. Are you clear or not? So I may slash asterisk for multiple lines. Okay. And for single line command, I can put double slash. So you people have to understand that mainly this is not why we are using this documentation section. Now, for example, a heading of the program. I don't know. I just open my file and I don't know what kind of program. At the starting itself, I will identify it is greatest of three numbers, or it is to find out odd or even. That kind of thing I will be identified by this commands. Is clear? And sometime in between the program also, I want to type this is that logic I am following and all. So I have to use this documentation section. I can do it for multiple lines and I can do it for single line. Okay, multiple lines, definitely I have to use this command slash. I think you people have to note down slash asterisk, and it has to ends with asterisk slash. Single set of now I have to use this double slash. So these lines are not executable. I think you need not to write the entire thing. What is the keyword now? Multiple lines and single line. Is clear, ma? Have you understand the documentation section? Yeah, actually one of you have a doubt. Okay, I will go to my previous slide. Okay, so here, for example, sorry, for example, I'm just putting my heading. Okay, program, I'm just putting program. Okay, this is single line. For example, to find odd or even. So this consisting of three lines. Yes. So I have to use slash asterisk asterisk slash. If I am using double slash, it's nothing but a single line entry, and this is for multiple line entry. Is clear? Are you clear with this doubt, ma? Yeah, PPT will be sent for you. Don't have that doubt and all. That's our responsibility. Okay. Then, yes. Have you all understand? Single line command. Okay. And the next section is preprocessor section. Okay. Preprocessor section. Okay. So mainly I told you the C programming having a header files. Okay. So for example, yesterday I told you math.h. That particular math.h, what it involves now, it will do all kind of mathematical functions will be included there. So string.h I told you specifically, and stdio.h commonly we have to incorporate for printf scanf function and all. Okay. And for that we have a header files and all. So all the header files, system link header files has to be included in the preprocessor section. So preprocessor section means, for example, what I have to documentation section, it's optional only, but preprocessor section is a mandatory one. Without preprocessor section, you cannot able to execute the program. So hash include, sorry, hash include std io dot h, that is pre-processor section. Is clear, ma? That particular section is called as a pre-pro. Yeah, I got the inputs as the stdio.h, conio.h and all. So that is pre-processor section. That is mandatory one. You are supposed to write. Okay. Okay, definition section. So at that time, if I am defining any macros inside my program, hash define max 100. I think they have given anything I want to define that variable in the program. I am supposed to put that hash define. So pre-processor section and definition section, we cannot able to split because both section has to start with the special character hash. This is my special character hash I have to use. Okay, but actually in the particular program, we are defining any variable at that time hash define max is used, or else depending on the program only we will include. But hash include is mandatory for all kind of programs. All kind of programs, hash include file will be very, very much mandatory. Okay, the next one is global declaration section, and we have seen combinedly preprocessor section and definition section. The next one is global declaration section. I told you that one particular variable which is used throughout the program, in the main program, in the subprograms, all subprograms, that means globally declared variable. It cannot be that particular, it want to call more than one function. It has to be now, it has to declare before the main function. Are you clear? It has to declare before main function. I will go to the previous slide. Okay. So you just see global declare. If I want to declare any variable, for example, in that particular, I want to declare int. Int means integer. We will see data type. We will explain. Some of you will know and some of you not known. But I will tell you that int, I am declaring that particular variable as a global variable, which is throughout our main program, subprogram. There it is mandatory. At that time, we will declare the variable. Okay. So documentation for heading. Okay, it's optional. Wherever program heading or program logic, if I want to type there. Okay, and preprocessor section, it's mainly for library files. It is mainly to include the library files. And definition sections, if I want to declare any variable hash define, I have to use the keywords of the C is also there, hash define, I have to declare that. Global declaration, I want to declare my variable globally throughout the program, I will do that global declaration. And you all know this is only the mandatory part here. The remaining all are optional only. The next one is very, very important in C program. We have to start with which section? Main section. I thought you all have taken this tabular column, that is structure of C program. It's one of the essential thing where we have to put it over our things. So main means here my main program have starts. So we have a declaration section, execution section. Main have two parts, declaration, execution. So very simple, int, I am have to declare my variable. Int a comma b comma c. What is that now? Int stands for integer variable. Okay, a, b, c are my variable names. Okay, and now I have to execute c equal to a plus b. Okay, I'm just adding two numbers. Why I am putting a semicolon at the last now? In C, it's very mandatory. We have to keep semicolon at last. That's very, very mandatory one for each commands of line. That is also, it's a procedure oriented language. For if, for and all, we won't put. Yes, clear. Yeah, I got the inputs. Okay. And in main also, we sometimes we will put void main. Void means we are not returning any variable. That is void main. Okay, If I want to return any in variable, for example, it is an integer type variable. Now I will simply put int main. That's all optional. What kind, whether it is a void main or int main, we have to see which kind is. But main is a very important function. We have to declare whether a void main or int main. It may be a depending on your program, you have to choose. Okay, then subprogram section. Okay, void C in and C out in C language. No ma, C in and C out we will use in C++. So here we will use only scanf and printf statement. Scanf for input reading and printf for output write functions. Okay, and you all know main program is very mandatory. Main is this important keyword in C. So main having two parts. One is declaration part and another one is executable part. And in that void main, void na, you, what is the meaning of void? Void is nothing. It doesn't return any variable. That means I can put void main. In my program, if I'm returning any variable to the main program, I have to mention int. Int means I will return the integer variable. Float main na, I will return the float variable. That is the way you have to understand. But now without entering into the function, we never put int main. We will use only void main. Void na null. Yeah, Dhanush also quoted us. Okay, so here at the while we using void main, I have to use the variable getch. I think we will slow down to that. Some of them were very new. Get the character. This particular function will be covered in input output function. I have to use getch. Okay, if I am using int main, we are supposed to use the return, the keyword. You all know keyword. What is the use of void? Void means void main program. You all know C is Dennis Rich has developed the C programming. We have to follow the syntax. If you have any logic in the program, you have a doubt, we have that. Why we are using main statement? Don't ask that question. Main is the important statement, the keyword we have to use. Yes, clear. How while entering into Gmail, how username and password is very mandatory. For entering into the Zoom, we were saying that putting your meeting ID and passcode. The similar way, when I want to enter my program, before that I have to start with main. That is the meaning of that. Doesn't return a value. It is a null. This or the thing. Okay. So yeah, we have a main program. Okay, this is subprogram. In C, we have an option to have a subprograms, and subprograms, we can use the user defined functions in the subprograms. We have seen one of the advantages of C. I think there we will see body of the program. There, depending upon the subprogram, some subprogram having a recursive function, and some subprogram have a addition subprogram. Some will do multiply. So depending on that, but subprogram is also optional. There we have a function. At that time, we will see this subprogram. Subprogram mainly covers in the functions, or else it will not be used. Okay, so I think you just take down this. Yeah, compiler is used definitely. Can we, yeah, variable declaration we will see in the data types. Okay. Okay, one thing, you don't have option to record. We are the host, we can able to only record. Okay, and declaring the variables is nothing but we will see it while discussing about the data types. And to execute this, the next part I'm going to explain about the turbo C that compiler will be do. Okay. Okay, so you all understand that. So we have all this four section, and among that, pre-processor section is a mandatory one to include the header file, and main section where my function, my program will starts. There it have a declaration and executable section, and subprogram section is used in the concept of function only. But you have to write while you are writing about the structure of C program. Then we will quite discuss about the subprograms in functions. Okay. Yeah, definitely one program. Without that, how it will be finished? Definitely. Okay. Yeah, you just see this we have seen hash define, or we will explain, for example, array and all, I am declaring my maximum value is this. So there I will use that value will be there. So wherever max come, or else whenever it is executing, at that time we will use the define. Define is the keyword, max is 100, the way we will declare it. Okay, mainly in the arrays we will use. Okay, main, we have a declaration part, execution part. You all know, one thing I forgot to say, always open and close brace will be used. Opening parenthesis and close parenthesis is very, very important in C. So you just see, we have this for option, open parenthesis and close parenthesis. You have to finish it. Then subprogram also open and close. If it not there, then the particular program will not understand. It is logically ends. It is expecting the code has to be there, and it will throw the error message also. So you all understand, main program also start with open parenthesis and ends with close parenthesis. Even though it is a subprogram, this is also has to start with open and end parenthesis. And all user defined functions will be used in the subprogram. So that subprogram section detailedly we will see in the function part. Okay, so you have to know the structure of C. So documentation, preprocessor, defining section, global declaration, then main part we cover two parts, executable section and declaration section, it ends. And subprogram, if I have it in my program, it also have a body of the program. So I think it is one of the question. Okay, this is one of the most important point while you have to consider while you are writing. I think this will show error message, whatever mistake you do. You all understand, maximum we have seen main is the keyword, hash include everything we have seen, that is in lowercase letters. So uppercase letters mainly to for symbolic constants. For example, we have seen hash we have put, define we have put, but while defining that max alone, I have used capital MAX. Are you clear or not? So symbolic constants, I can use uppercase letters. All our C statements are in lowercase. If you put uppercase, it is a case sensitive. So definitely it will throw the error message. So you people have to understand this. Yes. Okay, I think blank space. We should not insert any blank space. For example, I am putting int. Okay, a equal to 40. This is correct because int is my variable, integer, my data type. Okay, so sorry, int is my data type, integer. A is my variable, and this is my value. Are you clear? So data type, variable, value, and this is the operator. Okay, so here I am writing int. I am giving double space, a equal to 40. This is wrong. Are you clear and all? You should not enter any blank space. Maybe inserted between the words should be, whether it may be a keyword or we are declaring the variable or a constant or function. Blank space we should not use. Is clear, ma? Yeah. And the program statement can be written anywhere between the two. We have seen two braces are very, very important. Opening and closing, we can write the entire program. Okay. And all the statements should end with semicolon. But we cannot say sometime, depending on the syntax, it will vary. For example, if, for, and all, we won't put. While and all, we will won't put. Do while, we will put. So it's all depends on the control statement. So based on the control statements only, I think you people have to note down this. C is a case sensitive. Blank space should be avoided. Whatever the code we were writing, it should be enter between the two braces. And one more thing, the statement should end with semicolon. Okay. Are you all clear? Yes. Okay. I think some of you have asked the program and all. Okay. So I think, have you seen this Turbo C? I will show you. So all of you listen this, how compiling and execution of C program is happening. Actually, when you go with your system, we will have a Turbo C, and the Turbo C is the compiler used to execute the program. But online, there are so many compilers are there. Can you please explain with program, ma'am? Yeah, you just see, man. Next step is program. You people are very hurry up. Okay. Creating the program. You just see creating the program, compiling the program, linking the program, executing the program. So this is the steps we are following, that once you compile and automatically it will be linked with OBJ file, and then you when you execute it will be converted into machine level language and it will compile. Okay. Creating the program. You just see what is the program heading, ma? Finding the sum of two numbers. Yes, clear? So what is this section, ma? This is called as a documentation section. Okay. They used double slash. That means what? It is single line command. If I am putting double slash, it is for single line command. Yes, clear? Okay. Then when you include this will comes under what kind of file, ma? Actually, Turbo C and Turbo C7, it's only differences of the packages included there. And some of the Turbo C, we can use C as well as C++ program also. It's all that. Then this two hash include, it's all nothing but pre-processor section. This is pre-processor section. Okay, all my header file stdio.h, conio.h, console input output.h, standard input output.h, that is stdio.h and conio.h. Okay, now main program. This is my main program. So I put void. Void means I am not returning any variable. And you have seen I have started with one open parenthesis and closed with one parenthesis. I don't have any subprogram. Are you clear? Okay. Now int a comma b comma sum. Int is my integer data type a b sum. I have declared three variable a comma b comma sum, and you all understand that sum is also the variable name. I can make it in single character, or can make it in a word. Okay. CLR SCR, that means clear screen. This is nothing but CLR SCR means it is clear screen. Clear screen. Okay. Now we will tell you the syntax of scanf and printf. You all understand that scanf to get read operation, and printf for write operation. So first I have to get my variable, two variables a comma b. Okay, then I am finding execution part, sum equal to a plus b, then printf. I am just printing the value. This syntax and all we will tell you on input output functions. So we are just discussing about that. Clear screen. What is the use of clear screen? For example, if I execute one variable, and then next time if I execute one program, I will get some outputs. If I execute the next program, the same output will be appear on the DOS prompt. So that if I use CLR SCR command, it will clear the previous outputs. For that purpose, CLR SCR is that. Getch character, get the character from the keyboard. So for that we are using getch. You all understand we have used two header file now. This stdio.h is used to support the scanf and printf statement. Conio.h is it's mainly used to support the getch and clear screen. So stdio.h is mainly for, I think, math had why do we use percentage dm? That's why I told you na, don't think about the program. We will explain you the structure of the program. Are you clear or not? So you all understand stdio.h is mainly for printf and scanf. Printf and scanf we are using now. Print the result and get the input. We will use printf and scanf. This particular topic is covered in input output functions. Conio.h, that is mainly for CLR, SER, clear screen, and Getch we will use. Okay. So without this, I am using that particular function. Okay, you need not to write it. You just write down the structure of C programming alone. Mm, okay. Compile and linking. Once I type the program, we all know we have to save the program. Dot C, extension of dot C, we have to say. C++ na dot CPP they will say. For example, program name test. It's my program name test.c. This is for C programming. Some turbo C we have a like CPP. That means C++ program. Okay. So first I have to compile. What is the use of compile? Na? It will check for what compiler will do. You all understand? We are writing one program. Okay. It is a human readable form. It is human readable form and human understandable form. Okay. That is our program. Okay. Once this human readable form have to compile. You all understand? Compiler will show how many lines compiled, how many errors are there, if any warnings will be there given in compile. Once it compiled, okay, it will be converted into machine level language. You have a two kind of compiling, that is compiler and interpreter. Compiler will compile 1,000 lines at a time. While we are discussing about advantages of C, we have seen that compiler can able to compile the entire program. But interpreter will do line by line execution. Okay, so okay, Ma. Okay. Actually, you all understand that net facility kindly have it properly, because why we are saying now, sharing this video, it's not a problem. But while I'm sharing my, you all know what is the maximum capacity of Gmail Drive now? 15 GB. Okay. You all understand this particular class video alone take the 250 MB. So if I take 4 classes, automatically it will covers. So you all understand, you try to that, we will share you the PPT and all. Sharing the videos, we will consult with your year coordinator and we will tell you, is there any provisions to share. Is clear, ma'am? Okay. So executing, you just see execute. I have to run my program. So once run, enter two number. It is asking entering the two number 5, 3 that I have entered, and then the sum is 8. That's it. Are you clear? So what are the steps to be followed for compiling and execution? Now? First, you have to create the program, save the program, compile the program. Okay. And once it's compiled, we all know if you have any errors, then while doing compiling, it will do the linking and then it will execute the program. Okay. So internet, my kind advices while you're taking internet, some of you have raised the hand. Hemant, what is the problem? Any doubt? You just put it your ma, madam, without using math header file. Oh, math header file, it's nothing but mathematical operation is there. If I want to take root, or if I want to find out sine value, cosine value, at that time a plus b is a single operator. It is the operator which is approved by the C. There I don't need a math header file. As clear? The two header file is very mandatory in the program stdio.h. And even I'm not using clr ser command, or which command, that getch command, I did not to put conio.h. Okay, I will show you the two compilers. Okay, So main function we have seen discussed. We have seen various main functions. I told you void main and int main alone. I told you in the very main function itself, I can pass the variables also. So void main I can pass without variable. For example, in mainly when you declare, if I want to pass any arguments inside that, I will declare the variable here. This is use a functions concept. So in functions concept, we will see how call by value and call by reference methods are there to call the variable. Okay, you just understand two things. One is void main and another one is int main. Void main doesn't return any value. Int main will return the integer variable. That's it. Yeah, Turbo C can be downloaded in all the laptops. It's not a problem. Okay, but I will tell you next semester only you have a lab. So for that, it will be very useful. And now we will go with online GDP compiler. Now I will show how it will be executed. Okay, so you all understand. If I can put double slash example program for structure of C. So stdio.h and conio.h. You all understand that you are supposed to put to get the printf scanf statement. It is nothing but it. What kind of program, ma'am? You can't able to record. I told you the recorded version, it's not available. We will consult with your year coordinator and I will tell you. But so far, whatever the class I have taken, I have recorded. Don't worry on that. If possible, I will send it in, send a MP4 file for you. Okay. So integer, I declared two variables. Float, I have declared two variable. Okay. One is principal. Okay. And another principal amount and another one is year. This is simple of interest. Okay, SI rate of interest, that is it's nothing but R is nothing but rate of interest. It is nothing but we are going to calculate the simple interest. Okay, so CLR SCR is clear the screen. Okay, now first this is optional only, enter principal amount, year and rate. Okay, three inputs I have to give. Principal, what is my principal amount? For example, 10,000. I'm taking, nowadays people are not taking that much of low amount, but I'm saying simply 10,000, and I'm taking the venture period, 2 years of period to repay this, and my rate of interest is 8%. So I have to calculate the simple interest. So these three are my inputs. You have asked now percentage D for integer, percentage D for integer, percentage F for float. So this will be taught in input output function. So don't declare that. We have to see it is a documentation section and it is a preprocessor section and this is a main section and this is our declaration part. This is my declaration part and this is my execution part. This is the way you have to understand this program. This is the way. Okay, simple interest. We all know P into N into R divided by 100. So I do one execution. Then I have to print off. The simple interest is percentage F, SA equal to. Then what a percentage F means, I told you, percentage D for integer. Whatever. If I am declaring integer value, I will put percentage D. If I am put float variable, I will put percentage F. These are all structured procedure we are supposed to follow. Yes, I get 11. Why do we put D in scanf? That's I told you now, it's a structure. Okay. How to find a bug in C? Okay, we will see, go for that, finding the bug and all. Okay, now, okay, this is the next one. Uh, um, I will share you one. Yeah. Conio, console input output.h. It mainly supports the get command and clear screen command and all. Okay. This is why how your LMS will looks. Today I will add you that this is the subject which is created for other department. So all your question papers, timetable, your programs, you are asking now, ma'am, upload and all. We will upload everything to you. Okay, unit wise uploading will be there. So don't worry about that. Okay. So now you type online GDP compiler. Automatically it will show GDP online debugger and compiler. Okay, and here you have option to select which language. See, settings, editor theme, we will keep light. Yeah, now the color get changed. Okay, you just see. Okay, yeah, I have typed the program to find simple interest. Simple interest. Okay, so what is the name of this section, ma? What is the name of this section? Documentation section. Over. Then what is the next section? We are supposed to put the next section is, yeah, preprocessor section. I think it takes time. Preprocessor section. Okay, there I put my stdio.h and Conio, but Conio it's not supported in online GDP compiler. We will remove it. Okay, then the next section is what? Main program. This is my main program. So I can put double quote. That particular line is not a executable line. Is clear, ma'am? Yeah. Then turbo C also we will execute. Int main. It doesn't return any variable. You just see nowadays the software become very simple. If I put int, automatically you have seen that the keywords have been in a different color. So remove CLR, SCR, and getch and all. Okay. Return 0. Okay. So you all understand this is my main program. And once I enter into the main program, I have a declaration part. So this is my declaration part. Okay, declaration part. Once I declare the variable, then once I declare the variable, I enter into execution part. So you have to understand only this alone in now. The remaining to find simple interest document. This is documentation section, and this is your preprocessor section, and this is your main program. Why I am putting int main now? It doesn't void main, it won't accept. That's why in online GDP compiler alone. If I put int, I have to put return. If I use void main, I have to put getch. Okay. Then this are all my declaration part, and this is my execution part. So I told you already, principal, year and rate of interest is given. From that, I'm going to calculate. So you just see, I run the program. So you just, yeah, this is particular is double quote is there now. While I'm copying and pasting, it will show that as an error. So once again, because I have pasted a copy pasted for my simplicity. Okay. Wherever double quote is there, I will change it. So you all know it supports the control C, control V only. So some of you asked, ma'am, how to find out the error? You just see wherever I put double quote, it shows this much of errors. So you just see once it's there, enter principal amount, year, rate of. It will accept three variable. First, in principal amount should be in integer without any decimal points. Year is also should be in integer, because you all know int p comma n. Okay, rate of interest can be in float with a decimal point. Okay, so I will just enter interest. I told you mention 10,000. Okay, and here I will put it space 2. This is first variable, this is second variable, and third variable I put 8.5. Okay, because it will accept, you all know the interest rate will be 8.6, 8.7 and all. So once I did that, it will calculate the simple interest is 1,700 you are supposed to pay. You just imagine for 2 years you are supposed to pay how much of interest we were paying and all. Yes, clear? So you all understand that this is the simple way. Ma'am, will you please start with a simple program like Hello World? It is a little bit confusing. Okay, actually, when you see that when it Hello World comes, automatically I have to type that string.h and character variable and all. So that's why we have manipulated that. Okay. Getch, we will see with that another program. We will do it in. Okay, so I think you people kindly won't execute any program now. In all our classes, we will execute through this online GDP compiler. It is easy for us to do. Okay, so you just type online GDP compiler. Make note of it. If I gave any assignment you want to execute, you need not install the Turbo C in your system. You use online GDP compiler. And one more thing, in LMS also, whatever the GDP compiler supports, in LMS also we have a compiler to execute. That is also like of GDP compiler only. So I think you can make use of it. People don't leave the meeting, because till 1:15 now we will know. I will share you how the Zoom will give the information, how long you are staying and how long. For example, 142 hours are combined now. 122 minutes this particular student is there, 120 minutes is there. So I can download for each and every hour how you are there with time span. Even you are attended only 60 minutes now, whether it is physics math ma'am hour or my hour, I won't have a confusion on that. Zoom I can go and download at which time period you will be available. Is clear? Is clear or not? Okay. Okay, I think I will share you the Turbo C for you. I think we have a problem. Yeah. Can you able to see that Turbo C window now? Please kindly let me know. Phone, yes, we can use it in phone. It's not a problem. Yeah, you can able to view. Yeah, thank you. So this is mainly Alt F. I will open my new program. Okay, and I will file save as. I didn't maximized because it is that once I maximize, it will exit from Zoom test.c. This I will give you. I'm getting more chat, but I can't able to move the screen. Once I stop share only, I can able to div. So I will write greatest of three numbers. Okay, this we will go with the logic. Greatest of three numbers. Okay, or else we will find odd or even. Very simple, I think so. Greatest of through find odd or even. Okay, this is the program. Okay, first I have a documentation section, and it's over. After that, what is, ma'am, Shivagami ma'am, if student is asking so many things, I can't able to move my screen. If anything there, let me know, ma'am. Oh, I told you my cursor cannot move from this screen. Okay, find. Okay, what I will do, I will give stop.
That is not visible.
Yes, ma'am.
That is not visible.
Chat is not visible for you also, ma'am.
Yes.
Oh, students, I think,
So only those who put direct message I can do.
yeah, I think we give an option for them to talk now.
That's what.
Yeah. Okay, okay. I think we will see to that. Ma'am, can you able to see the chat? No. No. That's why we choose online GDP compiler. Anyway, okay. Find odd or even. I will complete, then I will ask your doubts. Cache include, okay, stdio.h. Ma'am, if possible, you ask them to unmute and talk. Hash include conio.h. Okay. This is my preprocessor section. Okay. The next one is I put void main because there we have seen with int main, void main. Okay. And then I will put int. Integer is my variable, int a comma b comma c. A comma b comma c. You have to declare the variable only by space. Okay. Once I put, I have to get the two inputs. Before that, if any previous screen shows error, I have to give clear screen. Sorry, not error. If I want to clear the previous output, I will give clear screen. Okay. Now, after that, what I have to do now, I have to check what is the concept of checking odd and even. Now, if the number is divisible by 2, it will be an even number, or else it will be a odd number. This is the way I have to check it. So c equal to, I think 2 variable is a mandatory, not 3 variable. 2 variable is mandatory. Okay. Okay. B equal to, I'm doing calculation. A modulus. This is percentage I'm putting now. The meaning is modulus operator. Okay. That means it will always give a reminder. For example, 10 divided by 2, what is the reminder? 0. Okay. 11 divided by 2, what is the reminder? 1. So very simple is I'm checking my reminder. For example, if what I am doing, if my B is equal to 0, printf the number is odd, sorry, even. Very sorry, even. Else I have option to copy, uh, paste. Okay, so or else the number is odd. It's a very simple program. We will check it how it is working. So what concept now? I'm dividing the number. If the number remainder is 0, the particular number is a even number, else the number. But one more statement I have missed it. Scanf. I have to get my input now. Scanf percentage D we used to print. Is clear? If B equal to 0 ends with semicolon. You all see all our statements are ending with semicolon. But in if B equal to 0, that particular statement in the syntax, they didn't give. So get the character through the keyboard. Okay. Now I will compile my program. Alt C, compile. So no error, no warnings. Once no error, no warning, Alt R, run the program. So we will check 22. It's a even. The number is even. Okay. And once again, Alt C, compile it. Why? This is only to demo only. Okay. And Alt R for running purpose. Okay. Once I am giving 23, the number is odd. Is clear, people? So I think now I will close this window because once I'm working in Turbo C, I can't able to use any of the Zoom controls. Okay. I will give the option of quit. Yeah. I got so many value. What happens if scanf is not used? I can't give any input. You all know that input and output function. Input is scanf and output function is printf. Okay, so we have executed in two of your compiler. One is turbo c. Listen, turbo c we can't able to execute any programs so far, because turbo c mainly for your lab programming we will use it, but now we have theory only. So if I want to execute any program, it is very for us easy for us to execute in online GDP compiler only. So we will execute only in online GDP compiler. If possible, we will execute in LMS also. That's optional only. Yes, clear. And the time is almost 1:12. So I will allow you to have any doubt you may ask. Yes. Now you can unmute and you can ask your doubts. Why you have entered double equal in B equal to 0? Why we have entered double now? You all know in C we have a operators. In operators, we are supposed to put double equal and symbol, so many symbol. So that we will cover it in operators of C. We have thought C tokens is there. In C tokens, everything will be covered. I think while we are, I will share you the PPT. Uh, That's why I didn't much explained you well. You just see, this is our syllabus. So,
Thank you, ma'am.
oh, thank you, ma'am, means I have to end the class. Huh? Uh, because why we are now around 200 is there now. We don't have a control of mic over you. So we gave the option for you to yeah, introduction is over, futures of C is over, structure of C program is over today. So you all remember documentation, pre-processor section is there, and definition section is there, then over global declaration, then main program, sub program. Main program, declaration part, executable part. And when you go with sub program, only body of the program, all will be there. So data type, C token, input, output, control statement, functions, types of functions, recursions. This all will be taken by me and Shivagami ma'am. You all understand that till this will be over. Okay, so then we will move on to that C tokens and all. You will study that double equal, why you are studying, and what are the operators in C will be. Data type, all the data type will be covered. Okay. Any more thing?
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Okay, ma'am, I will be thankful if you provide. Hey, definitely we will. Why? What is the use of having the PPT with us? Definitely there. Did you all join in the LMS?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
ma'am.
okay,
No,
okay,
ma'am.
But don't know how to use, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
okay. We have one
You
demo
don't
how.
know how to
How
use
it
LM.
is be used, ma'am?
Okay, don't worry on that. We will include you, and we will have a small demo in the next class. Is clear?
Okay, ma'am.
Today
Thank you, ma'am.
we covered only 3 topics in C, so you will understand that what is advantages of C, futures of C, and structure of C. No more that the remaining and all we will continue. You want to do
Thank you, ma'am.
that?
మేడం రెండింటికి ఉందా మళ్ళీ క్లాసు
I can't understand. No, no, you all understand that the common language used here only will be English. Okay, you all
After
understand
lunch,
and
we
you
have
have to.
class, ma'am. After lunch, we
Next,
Only
have
English.
class.
after 2 to
Only
3. Oh, I
English.
have to stop the class. Okay, thank you.
Thank
I think you, ma'am. Shall I end the session, ma'am?